Hello, hello, hello. A few people are wondering what the weird music in the background is. Some of you may recognize it as the music played by eBay customer service. I'm on hold. I've had two problems with them today. Y'all hold on for just a second. We are going to fix the volume problem here. All right, that should be a little better. Let's turn this one on. That's not plugged in. Oh, that's better. Ooh, that's bright. There we go.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much for your patience. After reviewing your account deeply and for the moment, all the information that you have provided has already been verified. However, what happens is that at this point, the eBay system is basically performing a review into your account. These reviews can be placed in all the seller's account every certain time. It's just a periodic performance review. It's just the system checking that everything is. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, everything is not okay with the system. You know, I've had right at $5 a day going missing, and now all my money's missing. And they just turned my money off to check my system. It's not my system; it's y'all's system.
Okay, yeah, it's basically the eBay system reviewing that everything is working correctly. However, this can take as maximum 5 business days to be completed.
5 business days? I can't have my money? Why?
This is a performance review that is performed periodically to every single seller's account, so you don't have to worry. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your account.
Okay, it's a performance review. I'm top rated plus.
That's correct, but it's only for tracking purposes, and it's basically the system reviewing the system helping out the system.
So the system just picked me out, froze my money, and not going to let me have it for 5 days? Does eBay not realize that this is the holiday season? And I can't have my money? You can't turn that review off?
Since it's automatically completed by the system itself, to every single seller's account, as I was telling you, it's not only you. It cannot be overridden. It just has. We have to wait until it has been completed itself. After 5 business days is maximum.
15 years I've been on here, and this has never once happened to me before. I call in and complain about $5 a day being stolen out of my account, and now all my money is shut off. I don't believe that's coincidence.
Well, furtherment, as long as this item performed automatically by the system, so you don't have to worry about that. As I was telling you, it doesn't mean that there's an issue ongoing or that something is wrong with your account. At this point, we just need to wait until the 5 days.
Something is wrong with it. My money keeps disappearing, and now I can't have any of it. I've never had this happen before. 15 years. I've never heard of anybody having this happen before. Can you send me an email stating all of this? Showing me something on company policy where they can shut my account down for 5 days for no reason?
I can send you an email confirming that the funds will be released as maximum after the 5 days.
After 5, can you, in that same email, can you put a reason why my money is on hold?
So long as this is just a review, we're just checking.
Okay, why am I under review? I am top rated plus. There's nothing for me to be reviewed about.
this is not personal.
It's,
I mean, this is not because it's not your account only.
uh-huh.
It happens periodically.
Periodically. So I won't get this happen to me again for another 15 years?
Not really, sir. It's just, I mean, as a song.
So the one day that I call in to complain about $5 a day being taken out of my account, the rest of my money gets taken, and nobody can tell me why. My number got pulled up by the computer, my name pulled out of a hat, and my funds shut down. They can't review my account without turning my money off?
For security purposes, and I mean, this is just for tracking reasons as well. The funds are going to be placed on hold.
Tracking
So let me
reasons.
show you.
What's being tracked? I haven't moved in years. I've used the same bank account for years. I don't understand. What are they tracking?
We're just checking, sir. The system
Checking.
is working by itself, and as I was telling you, this is automatically going to be closed after the 5 days as maximum. It's the maximum time frame that it can take, and the funds are going to be sent normally to your bank account.
Okay. So this was not initiated by a person. This was initiated by the eBay algorithm system, computer, whatever it's called?
That's correct. This is not manual. This is not reviewed by any back office. It's just the system working by itself.
The system working by itself. I was not aware that eBay had an AI system.
Well, basically, these performance reviews are programmed to be performed every certain time, so you don't have to worry about it.
I get performance reviews. They tell me every month. Here, I'll even look it up. I have another one coming up. I get them all the time, every couple of months, but I've never had my money put on hold for 5 days. Okay, the next evaluation's on December the 20th. What's the difference between a seller evaluation and what's happening to me now?
The seller evaluation or the performance rate, yep, these are different processes. So the performance reviews for let me check, for your seller level are totally different than these performance reviews.
So what is this review looking for?
It's not looking for anything specific, sir.
It's not looking for anything specific. Okay, non-specifically, what is it looking for? What kind of things am I being investigated for here?
You're not being investigated, sir.
Or I don't understand what's going on. They shut my money off for 5 days. You're telling me it's for a review of some kind, but what are they reviewing?
Just the account and the system and all the processes that have to be performed by the machine itself. It's just periodically, as I was telling you before, it doesn't mean that your account is being investigated or there's an issue in your account.
So there's no issue with my account. Nobody has made any complaints about me. I have 100% positive feedback. The account is 15 years old, has never been a problem, but now my account is shut down and my money withheld for 5 days for no reason.
You can still sell your items, which means that your account is not closed or is not shut.
I can't. You can, because you guys get the money. I don't. In fact, y'all think it's okay to take an extra 5 from me every single day. I've been charged $4.90 a day every day since October the 29th for the same label. And it didn't just show up this morning. It shows up every morning.
Okay, if you want me to get in contact with the shipping department in order to resolve the situation.
I've already made a complaint about that this morning early. They're supposed to call me back by Wednesday to let me know why my money has been taken, and now all my money is being taken. I don't understand all of this. I've done everything in good faith and by the book, and I don't have access to my money. That's not fair. Not fair at all. Is there a supervisor or somebody that I can speak to? Somebody that can explain it to me better? You told me my account's under review, but under review for what? I'm top rated plus, so there's no problems. I'm not moving large, high dollar items for big ticket money, and I'm just a regular little old reseller.
Okay, sir. Well, in that case, in order to contact the supervisor's team, I will have to place you on hold for no longer than 2 minutes.
Okay.
And I will let you know as soon as I reach one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Be right back.
So I'm on hold waiting for a supervisor. What's happened is I called in eBay this morning. Every day since October the 29th, 2022, they've been charging me every single day the same $4.90 for the same shipping label over and over and over every day. So it's well over $150, going somewhere into $200 they owe me back. So I called that in this morning. So this evening I get online and check my payments to see if any of that money has come back to me or if there's been a resolution or anything like that. Well, now all of a sudden my entire account or all my money has been placed on hold by eBay, and so far the rep is telling me it's an automatic review by the system and it's going to last for 5 days. I can still use eBay, I can still list, I can still sell. I just can't withdraw the money for 5 days. They tell me I'm under review, but I'm a top rated plus with 100% positive feedback. I do everything right, all by the book, follow all their rules. But since I caught them stealing $5 a day from me, now all of a sudden they're going to take all my money, period. I think I'm going to put my account on vacation mode and turn selling off. If I can't have my money for those 5 days, they're not getting it either. This is going to be a good one for everybody to watch back. So right now I'm waiting on a supervisor. They're going to get on here and try to explain to me why I was singled out by the AI algorithm, whatever it is they won't say, and had my funds frozen. I'm not that guy who was selling $1 million a year worth of Nike shoes that he couldn't prove where he got them. I got a receipt for everything I sell. I don't sell tons of high dollar stuff.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm still trying to reach the team leader's department. Could you please allow me 2 more minutes?
Okay.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
So back on hold. They're not allowed to let anybody stay on hold for more than 2 minutes, apparently. Hey, Drew. I was just in Pittsburgh Pickers live. I told them me and eBay is about to have a come to Jesus meeting. They taking all my money. Hey, y'all put the word out on Instagram and across the community that everybody should tune into this, because I've got eBay customer support on the line right now. This is live. This is happening right now. Yeah, when I called in this morning to report the $5 a day going missing for the past 6 or 8 weeks, whatever it's been, I told them, I said, look, y'all may want to look into this, let your security team know, because this could be a hacker or this could be somebody embezzling funds. And they assured me they'd look into it and I'd get my money back.
Again, thank you so much for your patience. It seems that we have a long queue and trying to connect with the team leaders. I will be coming every 2 minutes just to make sure that we don't get disconnected. And as soon as I reach someone, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Can you guys hear her when she's talking? No, my normal night for lives is on Wednesdays, but my family had a little bit of a medical emergency this past weekend and the holidays and everything. And so, yeah, no, I just found out a few minutes ago that my funds are on hold. They're unavailable to me. So I called in to find out why, and I figured, hey, you know what? I ought to go live with this. Because this customer rep is telling me that the computer will just randomly pick out a seller, freeze their assets for 5 days, and review the account. That makes absolutely no sense to me. I am a top-rated plus eBay seller. This particular account is over 15 years old. No negative feedbacks. I've had one in all these years, and it got changed from negative to positive by the person who left it. So there's nothing to review on my account except how somebody got into it to steal $5 a day from me. So here it is, the holidays, and they just going to randomly freeze my account an hour after, or I guess, I don't know when they froze the account. I haven't checked it all day. It's been since early this morning when I called in about the money going missing. Yeah, I'm scamming people with old shoes and water filters. Hey, Kristen. This morning early, I reported to eBay that they've been overcharging me $4.90 a day every day since October the 29th for the same shipping label. So I called it in and they're like, oh no, we just didn't charge you till today. I'm like, no, it didn't show up today. It shows up every day. And I've done the math. You guys have been taking $4.90 a day from me every day since the 29th of October. So tonight I get on to check my account and see if that is cleared up, if the money's been refunded or anything. And now all my funds are frozen. eBay currently has, let me check it, $740 and it's frozen. They will not let me have it. They're telling me my account is under review for the next 5 days and it's automatic by the computer and nothing they can do. They can't override it. And they don't know what it's being reviewed for, what they're looking for, if anything. It's just no answers whatsoever. So I call in and like I said, they can't tell me anything other than that the computer randomly picked me on the same day that I caught them stealing from me, to do a review on. They won't tell me what's being reviewed because I am a top-rated plus seller with 0 feedbacks. I follow all the rules, do everything by the book. So they can't tell me what the computer is even looking for. She said something about tracking. I don't know what they're tracking. I've lived at the same address for years, had the same bank account for years, the same email account for years, same phone number for years. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not online running my mouth, talking bad about eBay all the time. You know, I don't have that kind of channel. I don't have that kind of social media presence. I don't partake in that kind of stuff. I'm going to sick the beard on them. The whippersnapper. All right. I have a feeling she has a hard time understanding the southern drawl of mine, so. Well, even if I shipped the same label over and over, they couldn't charge me for it over and over. But I did not use a shipping label over and over. I have no idea why they red flagged me, other than like I said, I called in this morning about the $4.90 a day going missing every day.
Sir, once again, thank you so much for your patience. It seems that we have a really long queue.
That's all right. I got nothing better to do.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your patience. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Can you guys hear her voice? I do a lot of stuff on Pirate Ship, especially UPS and Priority Cubic. But all my little first class labels, I just do them off of eBay. Yeah, they got me on hold. They have to check in with me every 2 minutes. I don't know about all that. Does anybody have that concierge number for eBay? Where's Jake at? Jake has it. No, Yakov Benz. He told me if I ever needed that number, he'd give it to me, and now I need it. And my phone has got eBay on hold, and I don't have Instagram on this laptop. Wish I could get the lighting right in here. Oh, hey, Paul, how are you? Paul, do you have the backstory of what's going on here? Ah. So they're telling me the computer just singled my account out for no reason whatsoever. I'm wondering if the same person who set up the little $4.90 a day draw out of my account is the same one who knows they got caught and they're just trying to jack with me for reporting them. Yeah, it's my fault they were stealing from me. No, if they borrowed it, they would they need permission to borrow something, and then they have to give it back. I catch them taking it, and then all of a sudden they freeze all my funds. I don't believe it, not for one damn minute. I wish they'd hurry up. I had to run out here to the garage. And I don't have my heat turned on out here. It is currently 42 degrees. Oh, I'm sure they are. I wish they'd bring Yahoo Auctions back. I loved Yahoo Auctions back in the day. They should be checking in on me any second now. Yeah, I think I will. Oh, I do have Instagram on this computer. That's getting pretty close, isn't it, Paul? Tell you what, if it ain't one thing, it's another.
Once again, sir, thank you so much for your patience. I've been almost 16 minutes waiting for a supervisor to connect this call. At this point, would you like to keep waiting? Or?
Yeah, we'll keep waiting. Somebody there's got to have an answer for me.
Well, thank you so much for your patience.
Receipts. Hey, Noel, how are you? Noel, I'll get you caught up to what's going on here. Every day since October the 29th, eBay has been charging me $4.90 for the same label every day. So I called in about it this morning early, and they assured me they were on top of it and they'd get back to me by Wednesday. So tonight I'm over at the Pittsburgh Picker live show, and they brought up payments and stuff. So I was over there looking around, and I noticed that my funds are not available to be withdrawn at all. So I got them on the line, eBay. I've got them here online. They got me on hold, trying to figure out why my funds are on hold. They told me that the computer randomly selected me to review my account, and while my account is under review, my funds are on hold for 5 days. I have zero negative feedback, and I have a top-rated plus seller performance review, whatever the hell they call it. I'm gonna wait. They got to have somebody there that's knows something. Is that $4.90 a day going missing? I am absolutely certain that's either a hacker or an embezzler. And when this happens on the same day that I report it, I think it's more likely to be somebody within the company, and that they put my funds on hold. Shoot, Noel, I've been on hold now for 20 minutes. Yeah. Macari, here I come. Yeah, I wish I could play that song right now, Drew. All right, here it is, middle of the holiday season, and they got my accounts frozen for no reason. They told me I could still sell. I'm like, no, I can't, because you guys get the money, not me. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's something in the programming. I don't know. Some hacker has got it set up at. Yeah, they called me fast. But the woman who called me, she can't tell me anything other than the computer chose my account to review, and my funds would be held for 5 days. But she can't tell me what they're reviewing. They can't tell me what they're tracking, because she used the word tracking. Can't tell me what they're tracking, reviewing. Can't tell me what I'm under investigation for. Nothing.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Thank you so much for your patience.
Uh-huh.
I'm still waiting. I was going to offer you. Is it okay if by any chance I schedule a follow-up for you to call you in around 30 minutes in order to see if by any chance the line is a little shorter?
I don't suppose you could just give me the number to eBay Concierge, since I am a longtime customer and a top-rated plus seller. Or maybe you could connect me with security, because I think there's some hacking going on here. There's some bots in your system or something, and I'm under attack here, and I need eBay to do something about it.
Well, for the moment, the higher ups that I can get in contact to are the supervisor, but they can't real along at this point. So I was wondering, can I call you in around 30 minutes? Or?
Can you call me in 30 minutes? Sure, you can, but in the meantime, can you give me a phone number to some kind of eBay IT security something?
I didn't have any other.
You don't have any other phone numbers for me? Well, okay, I guess that's going to have to work.
Well, for the moment, thank you so much for your time. I will be 30 minutes. I will place you on hold just for a couple of seconds, and I'll be right back to schedule the follow-up, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Noel, they've had me on hold for all this time because they're trying to get a supervisor on the line.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So we'll be calling in 30 minutes. So
30 minutes. So it is currently 8:22 my time, PM. So by 8:42 plus 10, 8:52.
yes, sir.
Okay.
I will be calling it. Thank you so much for your patience.
All right.
Thanks for calling you. So we'll be calling in 30 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, something tells me in 30 minutes that phone's not going to be ringing. Ah. Yeah, Noel, they've been trying to transfer me to a supervisor forever. Can't get one on the line. Okie dokie. Let me see. Invite. Instagram. Heck. There we go. All right, Noel. Yeah, Kristen, I don't have Facebook. I shut Facebook off 3 years ago. Yeah, Tina, it's very frustrating. You know, it's the $5 a day thing, and I can understand waiting on that. They got to investigate it, but then the very same day I report it, they shut off all my money and will not tell me why. That's a load. Device not connected. Add to stream. There you are.
It's been a day. Don't
Yes,
don't
it
don't
has.
wait a minute here. Let me fix this.
Your hair wasn't bad.
So I'm lucky because I had an anchor store for years, but before I had the anchor store, I went to eBay Open, so I am part of eBay Concierge.
Uh-huh.
I would happily give you the phone number to call them, but when my phone was stolen in May, that number was in there, and I don't have the number anymore. But since I'm in their system, when I request for them to call me, it's like boom, they call me, and it's concierge that calls me. So like,
Oh.
I was just literally talking to the guy tonight about a situation. Here's what happened. I sold a plush, not any plush, because I don't deal in the, I don't have time
Right.
to list a $7-8 plush. I just don't have time to do it. It's not that it's not a moneymaker. It's just not something that I can manage. So it was a vintage collectible Pepsi challenge, whatever, bloody, had all the tags, and it was close to $100. The guy that bought it, when he got it, he sent me back a picture and he said, you didn't send the right thing. And he just left this. He opened up a return and he left this horrible message about what a horrible seller I was and so on and so forth. And he showed me a picture of the plush that I didn't send him, cut open from the bag I sent him in. That plush that he shoved in there wouldn't even have fit in the bag. I immediately called eBay and I was like, this guy's scamming me. And the concierge guy goes, yeah, he goes, he has no buyer protection. He's not even supposed to be on eBay. We don't even know. So he goes, we're closing the return and everything in your favor, blah, blah, blah. He said, it's going to take 72 hours to go through the system. I'm like, okay,
Right.
That's about what it is. Today, I get a notification that the buyer has started the return and he's shipped the item. I
Huh.
never sent a label. eBay never sent a label. So I put in for them to call me. And he goes, "This is really weird." He goes, "I'm going to have to send you to so-and-so." And I said, I don't use, if I had to use eBay for business on Facebook, I would slit my throat.
Ah,
I used them once and that was it. I would literally slit my throat. A lot of the eBay for business on Facebook is bots. Some of it is people, some of it is not. Depends on what your issue is when you go in there.
yeah. That
And
thing
I
where you
still-
got
and
to
I-
choose one thing and they
I
won't let you
literally
choose what's
talked
actually going on.
to the guy. I just finished filling out because they send you a thing after you talk to them. They send you a thing. And
Yeah.
how'd we do? So I just literally, David was the guy I talked to tonight. Anyway, I said, I literally talked to him about this. I said, here's the deal. If this had happened to somebody that doesn't have concierge or isn't in an anchor store that has a number to call, then they'd have been screwed. Because I said, so he's sending me back this plush. And he goes, yeah, but he's been banned from, he goes, he's banned from, he had to have bought the label himself and
Yeah.
sent it and done all of that. He goes, I don't know how he managed to do it. He's been banned from eBay. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If this had been you, or it had been Kristen or the Variety Flipper or Tina or somebody like that doesn't have the access to somebody in Utah or California like I do, you guys would be screwed. You would be out $70 some plus another amount of shipping for it being shipped back, and would have been scammed.
Yeah. I have an Omega watch floating around out there right now being shipped. So what happened is this guy from Canada buys it. You have to buy it now. Offer an offer. And he immediately contacts me and says, okay, I don't want you to send it to that address. Send it to this address because it's the wrong address. I'm like, no. So number one, this was sold through eBay's global shipping program. I don't have control of where it's shipped other than shipping it to eBay. You're going to have to contact them. Let me know when you do, because I'll hold it as long as I can. And this was on a Friday.
You do have control, even though it's global. The only way that you can ship that item to another address is to cancel the order. He has to repurchase it, and he has to put the correct address in. It has nothing to do with global shipping.
Yeah. I don't have his shipping address. The only shipping address eBay will let me have is their Kentucky address.
Right.
I'm not shipping international, period. Especially not on a $400 watch. So I waited. This took place on Friday because watches are the number one international scam online, period.
That's what insurance is. That's what $2.60 worth of insurance is for.
Nah, that's what eBay Global Shipping is for. Anywho, this happened on a Friday. I waited till Monday. The deadline for me to ship it has come. This guy hasn't reached back out to me. So I canceled the order. Within a minute of me canceling the order, he reaches out. Okay, I've got my address fixed. You can ship it.
Nope.
No, I've already. I've already canceled the order. I've already refunded you the money. If you want to buy the watch, just go into my store and you pay for it there. So a day goes by and I'm like, this guy left. So I don't have to worry about it. Well, he buys it again. Again, he immediately sends me a thing saying, just make sure it goes to this address. I told him, I've already told you the last time that I have no control over what address eBay Global Shipping sends this watch to. I'll leave it up to you. If I don't hear from you by tomorrow morning, I'm just going to go ahead and ship the watch. So I didn't hear anything from him. I shipped the watch. That night, the guy he wants to cancel after I've already shipped it and uploaded the tracking number. I'm like, nope. And he's like, the reason for cancellation.
You shipped it that day. You shipped it.
I shipped it the next day.
You shipped it, and that night, the night after you shipped it, he asked for. Oh, that's an easy one.
For cancellation, and he said the reason for the cancellation was ordered by mistake. I'm like, no,
Well,
you didn't. I have multiple messages back and forth with
it
you.
doesn't matter.
You
You
wanted this
could have
watch.
canceled that and you could have retracted it. The post office would have brought it back to you because it had been that soon. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hi Pingy. And a lot of that stuff is, and I know you've sold on eBay over the years.
Yeah.
But you're and I know you sell quite a bit. But that's all I do is eBay. Yeah. So you get to that point where you can see these little things coming, and how can you get your item back, right? And so that's about the only way. But I don't use global shipping. I won't use global shipping. They charge too much, and you won't sell as much if you're wanting to. That's just me. I'm not saying anybody else. I'm not trying to make
the kind of stuff that I sell that
dude,
international buyers will buy the more.
Almost a $2,500 book that went to Germany. Yeah. And I did not use the global shipping program.
Well, are you in that Lucid thing they've got?
No, this was a year or so ago.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to pay to do the Lucid thing. Do you know how much money it costs to do that?
Nope, I'm not doing it either.
You have to have a big business that sells a lot to Germany in order to do that, to make it money, to make it monetarily effective. I've sold, and let me just tell you something right now. If the people in Germany want something, they're going to get a freight forwarder and they're going to get it.
Yeah.
So anybody that's worried about not having sales to Germany, just what would my mom say? Calm yourself, put the brakes on. They're going to want it. They're going to find a way to get it. They will get freight forwarders. The freight forwarders will charge them a F ton of money because the freight forwarders are going to have to repackage everything and put it in Germany's. It's a law. This whole thing, if there's any of you out there that don't understand what was going on with Germany and shipping to Germany with the Lucid thing, it is a law that Germany made. It has nothing to do with eBay or Mercari or Amazon or any of that. It is absolutely all Germany. And if you want to apply for and get certified under the Lucid thing, and then you want to buy all of the packaging and make sure that all of your packaging conforms to Germany's law, then you can sell to them and eBay will ship it for you. And that is why the GSP doesn't catch it if you sell something to Germany. If you don't have Germany shut off in your store, then it's your fault. And if you get caught too many times selling something, they will stop you from selling internationally, period. Pizza's out of the oven. Note for you. On the way. So
GSP is going away.
It's not going away. It's just going to a different company.
Being replaced.
It's going to a different company.
Replaced, and they're going to have more than one shipping hub.
They're not right, but it's just basically they contracted with it. It's not going to be
Whitney Bowers.
Right. It's going to be somebody else, and they just renamed it.
Yeah.
So the thing is that program right there isn't going to stop you from sending something to Germany if you don't have Germany shut off in your store, if you're not Lucid certified. That is up to you because it is not up to eBay. eBay has many big sellers that sell a lot that have filed and gotten the Lucid number. And so why would eBay shut off GSP if they're using it? It is our responsibility to go into our stores and shut off shipping to Germany. And that's why in April, they started sending out letters letting everybody know about it, that as of July 1st, if you didn't have that shut off in your store or you didn't have the Lucid numbers, then you were going to be responsible for it. And it's funny to me how many people don't read their emails from eBay.
See, I have it turned off in my. I've got every country but America turned off in my ship or my preferences. And Ping, the new eBay international shipping is not going to change much. They say it's going to be better for the end buyers, but we'll see.
I use eBay's international standard shipping, and I ship through Pirate Ship. And for $2.60, I can buy insurance. And Pirate Ship does everything for you if you have an issue. It's just like global shipping. All you have to do is message them, and they take care of it. I know I've only ever had 2 problems, and one of them was to Australia, and they were on it in a hot second, took care of it. All I had to do was get pictures from the buyer. The buyer sent the pictures. She was amazing. Boom, done.
Well, the thing is, with
France
my
and the
number
UK.
one moneymaker is vintage and luxury watches, and the number of international scams for watches, that's the highest rate of scamming out of all the items sold on eBay. My watches sell just fine right here in the States.
I was going to say, then you know your market, so
yeah,
that's something that you don't want to deal with, and you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And nobody should ever make. And I've been guilty. Not realizing that I was realizing that I was trying to help people out than realizing that I was trying to push something on somebody, because that has never been my intention. Shipping is the hardest thing to figure out for a lot of people. Once you get shipping figured out, things are a lot easier, right? But
yeah.
I
think I have shipping figured out, but I'm learning different stuff about shipping all the time.
I think
the priority cubic shipping in a bag has saved me a ton of money lately.
Priority cubic shipping in a are you talking about on Pirate Ship, a box in a bag?
Yeah, box. It's not, you don't even have to use a box, as long as you use a bag and you put shoes in a bag. And priority cubic, I can ship a 2-pound box of shoe or package of shoes anywhere in the United States now for less than $13. I think Noelle froze up. She has problems with her internet connection from time to time. Yeah, Ping, I saw that too, where they're going to take a lot of the.
Sorry about that. I don't know if it was me or you or both of us. So
no,
when
I was still going. You were.
Let me ask you a question. When you do that, are you putting the measurements of the bag in before you put the shoes in it, or after?
After.
No, that's absolutely wrong.
Really?
Yep. You obviously see. Now, I'm not picking on you because we all learned this the hard way, okay? If you are using
I'm not doing box in a bag. I'm just doing cubic shipping.
Using a bag. You cannot use cubic.
I listed it as a bag, but I'm not putting a box inside that bag.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Read their rules through Pirate Ship, right? Because eBay doesn't offer any of that.
Right.
You go read their rules on how they do it. You use, if you are if you, I don't care what you're sending. If you're using a poly bag, they ask you for 2 measurements.
Length and width.
The length and the width. And if you are measuring that after you put the item in the bag, then you're doing it wrong. You have to measure the bag before you put the item in it.
Okay.
And that's why they only ask you for 2 dimensions. So you can put a box in a bag.
Right.
You absolutely can. And a lot of people do. I'll tell you what, I do it all the time. You may have an item. eBay used to sell their smallest box used to be 6 by 4 by 4. Well, guess what? They changed it to 6 by 4.5 by 4.5, which technically, for measurement wise, you have to put 6 by 5 by 5 in. A 6 by 4 by 4 box will fit in a padded flat rate mailer. So you could have an item that weighs 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds, whatever, and fits in a 6 by 4 by 4 box. AKA, let's just take, for example, every fishing reel that I have listed will fit in a 6 by 4 by 4 box. They all weigh over a pound. It is
Yeah.
cheaper it is cheaper to put those in a padded flat rate and send it
Yeah.
that way. So what I do is I cut the box down an inch because you can't. I
Mhm.
get those boxes free, and I just put them in. But it's like eBay listened,
Yeah, I
and
do a
they're
lot of
like
that.
they changed the size of their boxes a half an inch, literally.
Yeah.
And I don't, there's a lot of people that don't realize that shipping is hard. They don't make it
And
easy.
it's constantly changing.
That's why a lot of people like to sell on Posh and places like that, because they just get a label and you know what I mean. And I'm not dogging on anybody at all. Shipping is hard. It is difficult. You always measure. Nope. You go read the rules. As a matter of fact, rates.
This morning I shipped out a 2-pound package of shoes, box and bag, and I put the empty poly mailer size in. It was 13 by 10. Put the shoes in there, sealed it up. It would not allow me to do priority cubic at all.
Because
So
I don't
then
know
I
why
put
you're
the
calling
actual
it.
measurement
I don't know why you're calling it priority cubic. If you're
because
using
that's what
if you're
I'm not
using a
using
poly
that.
mailer, it's not cubic. You only have 2 dimensions.
Well, when I put it in, like I said, when I put it in as 13 by 10 in a bag, priority cubic, they wouldn't give me the priority cubic option. When I went back and made the actual measurements, it was 11 by 7. Then they allowed me to do priority cubic. And it cost me like $3 less. Hey, Alex, how are you? Alex, we're waiting on eBay to call me back. The first 30 minutes or so of this live was me on hold with eBay. This morning, I called eBay and let them know that they had been taking $4.90 a day from me every day since October the 29th for one shipping label. They charged me every day the same $5. So they told me they would take care of it and they'd get my money back to me and they'd let me know by Wednesday what was going on. So this evening, I go and look at my payments, part of my seller hub, to see if any of that had been changed. And sure enough, something has changed. They have frozen my account. Not my account, but my money. They won't let me have my money for 5 days. And the only explanation they have for it is that the computer randomly selected my account for a performance review. And is for the purpose of tracking. She won't tell me what they're reviewing or what they're tracking. So that's
because she's not in the United States. You realize that, right?
Sure. Oh, I know.
You got a gal in
India.
Can I use?
I wish eBay would get rid of that call center of theirs.
I see why you're calling that priority mail cubic soft pack. Can I use priority mail cubic with a soft pack or padded envelope? I'm on Pirate Ship. So priority mail cubic is a best kept secret. They used to call it box in a bag. They changed it. Sorry, that's my bad. So we can all learn something right here before they call you back.
We got 6 minutes till they call me back.
It's the best kept secret in the shipping industry, but it's not just for boxes. You can get dimension-based rates with poly or padded envelopes as well, as long as they're not more than 18 inches in either direction. So you can do an 18 by 18 poly mailer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's before it's filled up, not after you fill it up.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. At 13 by 10, they would not give me that option. I had to measure it after I put 13 by 10
all the time. I don't know. There had to have been a glitch. So USPS calls these soft pack cubic rates, just like regular priority mail cubic. The rates are only based on dimensions, and your package can weigh up to 20 pounds. This can save you up to 89% off what you'd pay with the weight-based rate. The only difference for envelopes is the way the cubic pricing tier is calculated. Measure the length and width of the empty envelope or soft pack mailer. I'm reading this right off of Pirate Ship, you guys. Measure the length and width of the empty envelope or soft pack mailer before you put anything into it in inches. If either of the measurements exceed the nearest quarter inch, round down to the nearest quarter inch. For example, 8.6 inches turns to 8.5. Add the two measurements together for the total and use the chart below. So envelopes with the length plus width measuring 0 up to 21 inches. Envelopes with the length plus width measuring more than 21 inches up to 27. Okay. It just they have a thing here.
They have an equation. Okay.
You can put a box into the envelope as long as it is still shaped like an envelope. So don't take your box and put it in the bag and then fold the edges in and make it look like a box. You need to put that box in the bag, seal the envelope, and leave it like that.
Yep.
They actually have a picture of it on here.
I didn't know about that measuring part before you put something in the bag. So I guess I'm going to have to find some 11 by 7 bags, because that 13 by 10, when you add those two together.
Can you add that screen? Can you add that screen on there?
Yeah.
That's a no. No. And yes.
Yeah.
So this is the one you want to look for. Can I use priority mail cubic with a soft pack? And then right here it says, where is it here? It would probably help if I actually read the bigger one. Measure number 1. Measure the length and width of the empty envelope or soft pack mailer before. Okay, so all of you guys and gals, and I'm not picking on you because I did it when they first. I've been using Pirate Ship since they first came out, and I preach it to everybody. But you know what? I think I got a little too preachy about it, and thinking that I was helping people, but then realizing that maybe I was like a drug pusher, only a Pirate Ship pusher. If that makes sense. And I thought to myself, I wonder if people think that I'm being overly bossy and that I think that they should do this, and so I just kind of quit. But if somebody asks me, I'll comment and try to help.
Yeah.
But
are you done with that page?
Yep. Go ahead, take it off. Anyway, so
let me ask everybody here: have any of you ever had your funds placed on hold, a 5-day hold, while they reviewed your account for tracking or anything?
I haven't, but I know a lot of people that have.
I have never heard of anybody having their account, their funds frozen for 5 days while it's being investigated. Well, let's see.
I know lots. I know lots of people that have.
Yeah, it's never happened to me, and I've never heard anybody tell me that it's happened to them. You remember back when when PayPal was with them, and they would only give you $600 of your money back, of your money, period. $600 a month. You had to go in and apply to get all of your money.
I've never had that happen.
Boy, that one set a lot of people off.
That was
still in effect about 5 years ago. When you set your PayPal account up, a new account, after 30 days, you could apply to receive more than $600. People could pay for your item. Like if you sold a $700 item, you could only get $600 of that money from PayPal. That's all PayPal would send you. You had to actually go in and apply for it. Hey, Sarah, how are you?
I've never had that. Hi, Sarah. Do you have a PayPal for business, or do you just have a regular PayPal?
I have a regular PayPal, but I very rarely use it anymore. Ever since eBay managed payments come along, I don't use PayPal very much. Every once in a while, if I'm doing like when I buy something off Angie Resales, if she's having one of her auctions and I buy something from her, I'll use PayPal to pay for that.
I use PayPal to pay for a lot of stuff because I'll tell you what, if you have a problem with something, PayPal is like a junkyard dog on steroids about getting you your money back.
Yeah. Yep.
And so there's just that was a pretty good analogy.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, and they are very, very good about it, and they always have been. So I use PayPal to pay for a lot of that's my go-to to pay for a lot of things that I do for
eBay
that
is
reason.
now 1 minute late from calling me back when they promised.
I would never have gotten off the phone with her, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. I've got this little button over here I can click, and I can have them call me.
I'm tempted to call them, to call my concierge and see if I can get them to call you.
Well, they'll be calling me in less than 60 seconds.
Not the people that I talk to.
Well, yeah, not concierge.
That's what I'm saying.
They ought to make good customer service available to all of us.
Okay.
I paid a lot. They're just going off.
I paid a lot of money. I paid a lot of money for a lot of years to have that number.
I've paid them a lot of money for a lot of years.
No. Did you have an Anchor store?
I don't know what an Anchor store is, but I was a power seller.
$300 a month. Oh, right. Here we go.
Here we are. Hello.
Hello, this is Julian. My name is Julian. May I have your first and last name?
Hi, Julian. My name is Robert Townsend.
Thank you. What can I resolve for you today?
Well, I was talking to somebody earlier, and they said they'd call me back within a half an hour. That half an hour has gone by. I'm having a problem with the money that eBay is holding for me. My funds have been frozen. And all I can be told is that a computer somewhere singled out my account for a review, for tracking or something. And that's it. This morning early, I reported that eBay was taking $4.90 a day every day from me for the exact same shipping label since October the 29th, which is a couple $100 or getting close to it. And now all of a sudden, all my funds are on hold, and I would very much like to know why.
Okay, sure, got you there. So I'm verifying here your profile. I know that it's really important for you to receive your payout. I see that your eBay account is under a periodic review.
Periodic review.
Yes.
Why?
And this periodic, sorry?
Why? 15 years I've never had one. Now, the same day that I report somebody stealing money out of my account every day is the same day that my money gets shut down for periodic review. Why?
Yes, the only information that I have right now is that your account is under a periodic review.
Okay.
And it's going to take 5 business days.
What are they reviewing? What are they looking for? I am a top rated plus seller with 0 negative feedback. I have 100% positive feedback. I follow every single rule. I've broken none of them. The only flag on my account is because eBay glitched their system and double sold an item that I listed, and I had to cancel that order. And now all of a sudden, all my funds are on hold immediately after I report $5 a day being stolen from me by somebody at eBay. I don't believe it. I think there's something going on, and I would very much like to talk to somebody in security or a supervisor.
Yes, I totally got you there, sir. In this case, I'm giving you all the information that I have.
That's what the last person told me.
Provide you about this periodic review.
What does the periodic review look for?
Have him transfer you to a supervisor.
Verifies your seller performance, how are you behaving as a seller, what items are you selling, and that's it.
I'm selling run-of-the-mill items. I'm 100. I do everything by the book. I'm behaving perfectly. I don't send nasty grams. I leave positive feedback for everybody. I don't think I have ever left a negative feedback for anybody. I'm not breaking any rules, none whatsoever. I am, by eBay's own reviews, a top rated plus seller that gives the best customer service around. And yet I can't get the same from eBay. Please transfer me to a supervisor.
Yes, sir. Totally, I will do that. So, in the meantime, I'm going to leave all the notes here, and after that, I will escalate the call. So, if you could allow me 2 minutes on the line, that will be awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
I got all night.
Okay, sure, sir. Thank you so much for that. Please stay on the line, and I'll be right back.
I'm sorry. Did you? They got me on hold again.
I'm trying. I have given out my concierge number 4 times to people like you
Yeah.
who seriously needed it. And
Yeah.
and I don't have it, or I would be giving it to you right now. Trying to remember who the last person it's been a long time since I had to give it to somebody. I'm looking through my Instagram messages to see if I can see somebody that I don't think I gave it to them. The guy that you're talking to has a script.
I know.
He can't. It doesn't matter how much you or anybody.
2 more minutes, and I'll be right back with you.
Sure.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter how much you or anybody else pleads with those guys. They absolutely can do nothing.
Oh, I know.
His supervisor will probably be. You'll need to ask to talk to the supervisor's supervisor.
Yeah. Hey, Diana. We have a situation going on with eBay. They've been taking $4.90 a day from me every day since October the 29th for a shipping label. They've charged me that amount every day for well over a month. So I called in about it this morning and reported it. And they told me they would look into it and would call me by Wednesday to let me know why they're taking my money. And they assured me that I would get my money back. So this evening when I go in and look, not only have I not gotten any of my money back, but now all of my money is on hold. And eBay is telling me that the computer singled me out for a periodic review. This account is 15 years old. I've been selling on eBay for 25, but this particular account is 15 years old. Never had my account frozen for a periodic review. I have 0 negative feedback. I am a top-rated plus seller. The only transaction defect I have is a single one, where eBay, a glitch in their system, allowed one of my items to be sold twice. So they had double listed it. And I had to cancel it. So I have a 0.18% transaction defect rate. I ship on time. I do everything on time. I don't sell.
Hello, sir. Thank you so much for holding on the line. Can you allow me 2 more minutes?
I guessed you were going to say that. Do you really have a supervisor on the other end of that line that I can talk to?
I'm trying to reach out to them.
Okay, well.
It can take a couple minutes.
Well, I've been trying to get a hold of one for over an hour.
Yes, I totally got you there. So if you could allow me 2 more minutes, I'll be right back.
All right.
Thank you.
What if I said no? That was too late.
I'm trying to be quiet over here, and it's not easy, but I'm being pretty proud of myself.
I know I'm not going to get any answers tonight.
I'm gonna find that number if it's the last thing I do. I'm literally going so far back in my. No, not her.
Hello, sir. Thank you so much for holding. Can you allow me 2 more minutes and I'll be right back?
What if I said no?
Oh, well, in this case, we're going to start talking again about the issue and I won't be able to solve it for you.
So I guess I better give you permission to let me hold for 2 more minutes.
Sure, either I have to transfer you to a different department and after that, they are going to be able to assist you.
How about security? Do you have somebody with accounting and security? Because
Yes,
this
that's
is
what I'm
a
going to do
this
for
is
you.
a scam.
Yeah, send him to managed payments.
Send me to managed payments. That's who I want to talk to.
I'm from Managed Payments.
You're from managed payments, and you don't have a supervisor there on duty.
No, it's not that. Is that the reason that you have no payouts is not from Managed Payments?
Okay, who's in charge of these periodic reviews? Is that the algorithm AI? What is it? Because I find it extremely.
In a couple minutes, so if you could allow me 2 more
Okay.
minutes, I'll be right back.
Yeah, every time somebody asks about that, they get shut down.
Sure, I'm not going to hang you up, so please stay connected.
Okay. Are you still there?
Yes,
I thought so.
yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Cue the music. Yeah, you start asking about the algorithm, they get squirrely quick.
This is like the Laurel and Hardy comedy hour.
It is.
Choose whoever.
I mean, I could sit here and just get enraged and slam my fist and cuss and rant and rave, and it wouldn't do me any more good than messing with the guy and picking on him. I mean, it's either laugh about it or throw a damn fit about it, and I just don't have the energy for a fit right now. I wonder what's going to happen to my account when eBay gets his wind of this show, because I'm going to post it.
They're not going to care. You gotta have a pretty good following or be somebody that they know very well. I know they followed my YouTube because I've been told by several times that they asked me if they could, and I go, I don't care. I don't ever say anything bad about you guys. I don't have that. I said any issues that I have, you guys take care of. Am I happy with everything that goes on? No, but I don't sit there and dog you guys because you're the platform that I choose to use to sell on my business. And so, do I like all of the new rules and regulations? No, but if I want to go to another platform, then I'll go to another platform. Otherwise, I conform. But this stuff, what you're going through here. And that's exactly what I told my concierge guy tonight. I said, anybody that doesn't have concierge or an anchor store or above that has a number to call the U.S. people.
Hello. Wow, that was the quickest. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Nah, it's just a glitch. He's still there.
Yeah.
Trying to think who. I'm like so far back in my messages on Murphy. I don't even know who that guy is. Let me change this.
Ha! Hello.
Thank you for contacting eBay customer support. My name is Silvio from the payments department. May I have your first and last name, please?
Yes, my name is Robert Townsend.
Thank you very much. So let's take a look on the call. Okay, so well, according to my help here, sir, you have some questions on the verification process. Am I correct?
No, I have a question as to why my money has been frozen for 5 days on the exact same day that I reported $5 a day going missing from my account. I do not believe it is a coincidence. Nobody can tell me what my account is being reviewed for. I am a top rated plus seller, used to be a power seller. I have zero negative feedbacks. The only transaction defect I have is due to an eBay glitch double listing one of my items. I follow the rules, and I want to know why on the same day I find out that a bunch of my money is missing, the rest of my money gets taken away from me by eBay. And nobody will tell me what they're even investigating or looking at or why. Did you get all that? I can repeat it.
No worries, no worries. Let me go ahead and block your account so I can see what could be happening here.
Yeah. There is a bot, a hacker, an embezzler. There is an evil, nefarious son of a gun somewhere in the works. And I want to beat the bushes till we find him.
Okay, let's see. Just pull up your account information details.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you see what Anthony just wrote here? Was there something weird about that order that you think that caused it to keep charging you for the shipping?
I don't know. eBay doesn't know that either.
What was it that sold that? What did you sell that you think that shipping's from?
Well, hang on, I'll tell you. Yeah, because not only are they going to freeze all my funds tonight at midnight, they're going to charge me for that label again. It was a water filter. So I sold a water filter and shipped it on October the 29th. Ever since then, I've been charged for the same shipping label every single day. I report it this morning, and now all of my money is taken from me. That is not a coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence that monumental.
Also, don't sell water filters. You'll get Veros for them. Just thought I'd tell you that. Just thought I'd put that in there for you.
Aftermarket, yeah, aftermarket ones, not factory ones. This was a factory one.
Oh, you'll
Name
get
brand.
Veros. You'll get Veros on the factory ones too.
Sell a lot of them.
I know. I'm just saying, maybe you're that lucky person.
The shipping label you're talking about is the one for $4.90. Am I correct?
The $4.90. Yeah. It didn't just show up this morning on my payments. It shows up every morning on my payments since then. So every morning, and I've done the math, every morning exactly $4.90 gets taken out of my funds. And the only reason for it is that October the 29th label. And the same day I report it, the rest of my funds and my account gets put on periodic review. I do not believe that. That is not a coincidence. You guys have a serious IT security problem. And whether it's coming from inside eBay or somebody outside of eBay, there is a problem, and it's costing me personally money. It's my money, and this is the holidays. This is the season I need that money the most. I do not believe the periodic review was periodic. I think it was intentional.
Yes, indeed, there is a periodic performance review today.
Uh-huh. Even though I just got reviewed on the 20th of last month without having my funds frozen, and I have another review coming up this month, which I do not expect my money to be put on hold for 5 days while they review my account. Why would you put a top-rated plus seller's money on hold for 5 days to review his account? I'm not selling anything weird or out of the ordinary. I have a receipt for every single item that I have sold. I am not doing anything wrong. There is no reason to freeze my funds, especially on the exact same day that I reported my funds were being stolen by somebody, either within eBay or through eBay via hacking or something.
Dirty, rotten scoundrels.
I'm telling you, these dirty, rotten scoundrels, there's a dirty, rotten scoundrel somewhere. Just call me Dudley Do-Right, because I'm going to get my man. Where's Underdog when you need him?
Captain Underpants.
Okay, well, actually, sir, because the thing is that, the charging for the ship enable doesn't really trigger the review.
Uh-huh.
This review is
How about the
when
report of the money being stolen? Did somebody put a red flag program in the system that says if I report it, they shut my account down? Is there any way for an employee of eBay to click with their mouse or their finger on their keyboard a way to shut my money down like this? To slow down an investigation into what they're doing?
But this is actually done by the system, sir, this kind of reviews, and
Say that again. I didn't hear that last part.
yeah, this type of review or this type of verification is
Uh-huh.
actually done by the system.
Done by the
It's not
system.
actually
So
real.
you have an AI system that just singled me out on the exact same day that I reported a bunch of money going missing. Does this AI have a voice that can be spoken to? A chat room? Anything?
To be honest with you, sir, no.
No? So it does exist. I'm just not allowed to talk to it. Somebody somewhere is tapping on a keyboard and it's costing me money. I want to know who that person is and why they chose me to do this to, because I'm doing everything right. I don't suppose you could transfer me to the concierge department or whoever that is.
Let me concierge. Let me talk to our account trust and safety department. And
Safety department for the accounts. Somebody in charge of
Somebody in America.
security. Is there somebody in America that I could speak to?
I can't promise, but we can try to set for them, okay?
If you could put me in touch with somebody with in America, that would be very much appreciated.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you do this?
I'm just a monkey jumping through hoops.
Hey, Miss Jen, how are you? Good luck with that. I'm gonna see what he does here in just a second, and then I'm gonna put a call into concierge and see what they can do to help you.
I think I have the number now.
Did somebody send it to you?
Yeah. All right, Anthony, man, I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Check back tomorrow and rewatch this thing to see if we get an answer from somebody.
Bye, Anthony.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you? I absolutely, I'm not just being funny here. I don't believe them putting my account on periodic review on the same day that I report all this money missing as an accident. Hello. 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 Is there anybody out there?
Yes, this is Ned from eBay. Can I have your first name and last name, please?
Yes, my name is Robert Townsend.
Where's she located?
Where are you located?
We're from Asia, sir.
I'm sorry. You're not in America?
No, sir.
Okay, I have requested to be transferred to somebody in America. Is there any way you can try to make that happen for me?
Let me check, sir, if they are available, okay? Because sometimes they are not available. They were
Okay.
available in the morning,
Yeah.
Pacific time.
Well, concierge is available 24/7.
But you have to have concierge. They won't just transfer
Yeah, we
you.
are available 24/7, but the U.S. representative will be available only in the morning.
Okay.
And if it's already evening in the United States, we are the ones who are available.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a shot at it if you want. I have a problem.
Yes,
My
sir.
money has been frozen. I've been told that it is for periodic review. 15 years on this account, for the previous 10 years on another account, I have never had my assets frozen by eBay for any kind of review. And this review comes on the exact same day that I reported $4.90 a day going missing from my account every day since October the 29th. I do not believe that is a coincidence. I believe that there is a nefarious person somewhere stealing all this money. And now that they're on to the fact that they've been caught, they have frozen my account for me. And I would very much like to know who that person is, or at the very least, get my money back.
As what I check here, sir, the reason why your payout is on hold because your account is suspended.
My account is not suspended. No, you're the first person to tell me that my account is suspended. Why is my account suspended?
Well, the account has been suspended before. Let me just.
My account has never been suspended.
It's suspended, sir, and then it's just reinstated just today.
Why is my account suspended? I was told just an hour ago that I could still sell and do everything. Why is my account suspended? On the same day that I report $5 a day being stolen by somebody at eBay, my account gets suspended and my funds get frozen? Why?
Hold on, sir. Give me a moment. I'll just need to check the information, okay?
That's why your funds are frozen, is because you're.
So everybody that I spoke to earlier tonight was lying to me. I'm not under periodic review. My account has actually been suspended.
Go
Why?
in, look into your. Can you get into your emails?
Yeah, there's nothing in my email from eBay saying my account has been suspended. There's nothing in my eBay message system that says my account's been suspended. Why is my account suspended?
Hold on, sir, because I'm still checking here what is the reason here. ID, sir, is Navy dash 11 or no?
No,
Okay.
you're in the wrong account. My account is Junk Monkey Treasures 541. Previously, it was Rockhound 409.
Oh, I like that one. You should go back.
Junk Money Treasures 541.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a moment. Let me just pull it up, that one.
It's Junk
I wonder
Monkey
if that other
541.
account's. I wonder if that other account's the one is one
If
that's.
y'all got my account crossed up with somebody else's, and instead of freezing their money, you froze my money?
Okay, as far as check here, sir, this is just only part verification process from our seller, which is from our
I've been
seller
verified for
verification
15 years. You're going to shut me down and tell me I have to be verified after 15 years of being verified? And I just re-verified everything the beginning of last month. I'm telling you, there is something wrong with your... You don't have any answers from me.
But let me try to request it to our United States only.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, give me a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Verification.
Does feel like a soap opera, doesn't it? Let's see. What? I must have just sold something on Macari. Not Macari, Bonanza. Yep, sure did. Any of you guys sell on Bonanza? So I just got a PayPal. That's another reason why I keep PayPal, because all of my stuff from Bonanza comes to my PayPal. It's a nice little sale. Sometimes they'll suspend you and you just got a sale too. Sometimes they'll suspend you. What's your first name, the Variety Flipper? Sometimes they'll suspend you, and what they do is they suspend you and you can't list anything, but people can still buy from your store. Does that make sense? Sometimes they'll suspend you and they hide your store too. I go. Well, that was $117 sale, 2 items. So 2 little tiny items, about that big. So I can't. Well, let's see. They'll be in my unsolds because there was only 2 of them. The first time I had a sale on Bonanza, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I had no idea. All of a sudden, I had these items in my unsolds in eBay, because why they can't fix this with the rest of the platforms. Bonanza, your stuff automatically goes over from eBay, and if it sells on Bonanza, they automatically unlist it. Or if it's a multiple quantity, they reduce the number. Why can't they do that with the rest of the platforms? Look at this thing is so tiny. How tiny is it? I had 2 of them. I think it's maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches. Are you kidding me that I didn't take a picture of that with the, oh, wow. I think it's 1.5 inches long. I can't believe there's no, well, I screwed up on that one. You sold on Bonanza years ago, hardly had any sales, was tired checking. I don't check. I never check. Was tired checking all the time to see if I had any sales, so I closed down the shop. I hear it's much, I'll have 2 or 3 sales a month, nothing exciting. But a lot of the times when I do have sales there, they're full. They're full. Oh, I'm sorry. They're full asking price. It is a little tiny, it's called, they're made by Enesco, and it's called the Heart of Christmas mouse, mice believe in Santa's little helper. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's tiny, like tiny, tiny. As a matter of fact, I think it's still at home. So I'm in my shop right now, and most of the time I list here. Your first name is Keith. It's nice to meet you, Keith. Most of the time I list here. So I'm sitting at my computer. You can't really see it. My photo booth is right over here. Most of this stuff here is listed. These are all boxes and extra boxes. And then I have a lot of crap right here. Like my whole car is full because I went to an estate sale this weekend that had, the lady was a dealer, manager, or dealer, broker, what dealer? Not a consultant, I guess maybe, for Stampin' Up! Stamps. But she did it for years, and literally her whole house is, some of them are brand new, but she had a machine that I bought for $80. The dies, the machine is out in my car because I went and picked it up today. It's a die cut machine, and I bought the machine for $80. And I think let me go grab one of the dies and I'll show it to you.
Why though? The same day that I report funds going missing, my account gets flagged? For what? What did I do?
So it is only in reference to additional screenings for our sellers as part of us being, regulatory requirements for processing payments. We do have to review accounts, and it is just time for this account to be reviewed. So I do understand that there's like the connection of the time frame with the technical ticket and the review being opened on the account. But this one is one that we do have to conduct on the account to review information on the account.
Why though? I didn't do anything wrong, and all my information is the same. None of it's ever changed, and it's all been verified over and over.
Right. So we're not asking for anything
anything from you at the moment. We're going to use what's only.
Well, I'm asking something from you, though. I don't understand why I'm being done this way. That's my money and I did nothing wrong. How can you just hold it?
So there are times where reviews are conducted on the account, and in that time frame, the funds will be placed on hold for
But
the review.
why is my money on hold for a review? What triggered a review?
Just that accounts are routinely reviewed to ensure that all of the information on file, that we don't need anything else, and that all of the information is up to date and correct.
Okay,
No.
there's never been a problem processing my money, ever.
Okay. Right.
So why
that's
all
what
of a
you
sudden
did
do you
today.
need to review to see if there's a problem if there's never been a problem before?
And I did hear you mention the time frame. So our managed payments program is a little bit different. It's a fairly new program, and so with us getting
It's not fairly new. That's a lie.
the laws that are required for us to actually move those funds.
So you're telling me somebody in a legal sense told you to review my account and puts my money on hold?
I never mentioned that.
You just said it was the law. Which law said that you could that who triggered this?
Who are you talking to now? Who is this lady?
Who are you with? Where are you at?
I'm in the managed payments department,
Uh-huh.
but every account is subject to review.
15 years on this account, 10 on a previous account, and I have never had my money frozen for a review. Ever. I don't know anybody that has, and I'm from an extremely large reseller community, and nobody can tell me that they've ever had this happen to them before. And I'm talking tens of thousands of people.
Oh yeah, I know lots of people that have had it done.
I definitely hear where you're coming from. There's no additional information in reference to the review that I would be able to give you.
That you'd be able to give me. So there's information there. You're just not allowed to give it to me.
They won't.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there will be no additional information at this time. If there is additional information that will be needed or necessary, it will be advised to you at that time. But as of right now, you can just expect this review to close within that 5-day time frame. Now, I definitely hear where you're coming from in reference to it being alarming that the review was opened, especially around the time of the additional charge, and I'll be more than happy to submit that over to our feedback department because we do look for ways to make our processes better.
Well, this is far from that end of the spectrum. There is no possible way all of this is a coincidence. Somebody somewhere is playing a game.
Where is she located?
Where are you located again?
So I'm in the managed payments department.
Okay, I didn't say who you were with. I asked you where you were located. Are you inside the United States of America?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
What's her name?
And your name is Crystal.
That is correct.
What's her
Okay.
number?
What's your number?
Employee number.
Your employee
The
number.
reference number for our call.
Do you have an employee number?
I do not, but I can provide you with the reference number for our call.
Okay, reference number for the call. I'm not
That is
stopping.
1-.
Say again?
That is 1-.
Uh-huh.
45 77
7
885
5
745
7 4 5 7 2. Okay. I'm gonna talk to concierge and see if they can shed some light on this. Because somebody somewhere is playing games with me for no reason other than I reported them for theft of my money. My account is not under review. I've been verified 6 ways from Sunday, and I've never sold anything that I shouldn't. And I've never had done anything wrong on this account, period. And it's the only account I have. And it's the same account I've had for 15 years straight with no problems. And now all of this in one day, that's bull. And you and I both know it.
Alrighty, I am documenting your concerns as you're speaking to make sure that
Oh,
this
good.
is updated here.
Good.
And gets over to our feedback
I
department,
hope the little
okay?
asshole that pushed the buttons that caused all this, I hope he gets a good laugh out of it. But he won't be laughing when we find him.
Alrighty, was there anything else that we can go over at the moment?
Nope.
Okay, well, thank you for your time for today. I do appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could say the same. Goodbye.
Okay, concierge is only open from 5 to 9:30, so you won't be able to call them tonight.
Nope. I'll call them in the morning. We'll take this up again.
But
So just like that, I'm telling you right now, everybody heard what all these people said. Every one of them had a different story.
okay, so here's the deal. The people in India will never be able to help you
Oh,
with
I
anything. They're
knew that
just
a long
they're
time.
just a feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very seldom can they help you with anything. It has to be something really minor that they can help you with.
Yeah.
And you finally got them because I prodded you enough to get you to somebody and you could ask somebody to America, whatever, but sometimes you just need to say, I need this person in this, whatever. You finally got to this gal and you're super frustrated, which you should be.
The instant they told me I was suspended, I got extremely
but hang on a
frustrated.
minute. None of these people can tell you anything, nor will they. And if you got your account shut down and they wiped you out, they will never tell you why. They can't. They won't. If I don't know how many videos you've seen of people that have got suspended or been banned for life, they will never give you a reason why as to what you did. 9 times out of 10. And if they do, and you're a YouTuber or something like that, they will make you sign a non-disclosure so you can't.
I'm not
talk
signing
about it.
shit.
I'm just telling. I know you're frustrated, so I'm just trying to tell you. All right. I know a lot of people that have had their accounts frozen exactly what they did to you for 5 days.
The few that I know of that did this, there were reasons.
And this is just.
But there's no reason for this to happen to me.
There's no reason for it to happen to anybody. It's a review. It's something that their computer just chose you.
Yeah,
it wasn't because you put that thing in. Does that make sense?
Nope, not even a little bit.
I know, because you're super
If
frustrated.
this happened out of the blue, I'd say, yeah, okay. But this didn't happen out of the blue.
It did.
This happened today.
I know.
Of all days, today.
I know, but you're putting it together with something else that I don't think happened, that I don't think crossed, but you do. But
Jake, I'll get to that story in just a minute, buddy.
Yeah, he's been having some troubles, Jake. How are you, buddy? By the way, Mr. Never comes and says hi anymore.
Well, Jake's busy. He goes live every stinking day now. Sometimes twice a day.
I am running a business. I'm remodeling a house, and I am raising a 9-year-old grandchild by myself. You tell me. I'm supposed to be listing right now, but I saw you live, and I wanted to come support you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You know, so I don't. Sometimes I put people on and just listen to them.
Right.
I used to go live with Jake and list. We would list for hours.
Well, I'm not listening again until they clear this mess up. And I'm thinking about putting my store on vacation and not letting people buy until after this mess is cleared up. Because if I can't make money, they're not going to make any either.
Well, I wouldn't put your store on vacation. And don't, what would my mom say? Don't cut your nose.
Don't cut your nose off to spite your face. I know.
Don't take it personally. Easier said than done, right?
It's not personal. Like the person whoever's responsible for this, they don't know me.
It's called a computer and it's called a bot. and
Yeah.
and
And
they can't
somebody
give
is
you,
on the other side of that
they
computer or
can't give
not.
you any information because they don't have any information to give you.
But the fact of the matter is, there is somebody on the other end of that mess. Somebody on the other end of the mess is throwing a wrench in the works, and they're laughing about it, and they're making money.
No, they're
Most
not.
likely
Oh,
millions.
the 49, the shipping label part.
Sure.
Yeah,
And I
totally.
guarantee you, this is connected to that.
I don't
There
think
is
so.
no
No,
there is no universe where coincidences this big happen.
this isn't a big coincidence, but you don't get mad at me now.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you.
I know, and I don't want you to get mad at me, but you might in a minute. And I love you, Rob, and I don't want you to get mad at me.
It's all right.
I'm gonna try to say this. Oh,
Variety Flipper. That thought went through my mind also, but they could have told me that. They will never admit when they have a problem.
But here's the deal. I tend to agree with exactly what Keith said. I think that they froze your account because you reported that label. They have seen a problem. They're trying to fix that.
Yeah.
In order for them to fix that, they had to freeze your account so nobody can siphon any more money out of it.
Yeah.
But let me just tell you something. This hand is not talking to this foot. They only put somebody way up and way back in security and way back in managed payments. 5, 12, 15 people from you might have the answer. Will you ever get to talk to those people? No.
You don't know me.
What they're doing in the meanwhile is they've stopped everything on your account to keep somebody else from being able to take even more money from you, because not only are they taking it from you, in the end, eBay has to pay you back. So they're stealing from eBay. So the only way for them to be able to stop this is to stop transactions on your account, which is messed up because you are being persecuted for something somebody else did to them, and that is the hacker life.
I understand. Yeah. Adam, I will eventually get to somebody. I tried to tell you that I was going to go live on my show or get you to send me a link to your show, but they called me too fast and I had to jump on it, and then I didn't have a way to talk to you, so I just jumped on mine and went live.
You got a real person, and then
I could tell you stories about how persistent I am when it comes to problems.
And then I kept
like
telling him. So finally, he got somebody in America, and it was funny because when I saw that you were on, I was just finishing typing my how did we do, but it's like I mean I talked to the guy for like 15 minutes after he dealt with my issue that I was having.
Right.
And they have to halt it to figure it out. So
I understand that, but they could tell me instead of telling me my account was suspended and this is periodic. That's all bullshit. They didn't have to lie to me.
No, it's a script that they have to tell you because you could be part of the scam. They don't know, Rob. So let's do 180.
Why would I report?
Let's do 180 here. Let's do a 180 here.
All right, I'll let me grab some popcorn because I want to hear this one. How in the hell am I going to report myself for having money stolen from myself?
You're not going to report yourself. What if they didn't? What if they just continued to let somebody? What if they just continued to let somebody steal from you and steal from you and steal from you? What if that person somehow got from your eBay account into your other personal items because you let it go for so long, or they let it go for so long? In order for them to stop that person, they have to stop your stuff. Yeah, you just redid all the paperwork. I redid all of that stuff too. They gave us until what, the end of January to resubmit everything.
Well, you see, they're not taking this from my banking account. They're taking it from my eBay account.
I
they're tapped in on the eBay side of it, not on my side of it.
I understand that. But eventually that person could get to your other stuff through your eBay account.
Yeah, if I ever let my eBay funds dry up.
So Yeah, because that's exactly right. Because if you have a shipping label or something or a return or something and you don't have enough money in your eBay account, your
Right.
managed payments, whatever on hold, then they'll take it from your checking account, right?
Yeah.
So maybe, you know,
Either that or my
all I'm
credit card.
saying
They've
is
got both
all
of
I'm
them.
saying is let's scoot a little bit past the negative over a little bit. Let's go to 49% positive instead of
When
the
that woman was
55%.
reading from, I'll have to go back
I
and
love you,
rewatch
Rob.
this.
Come on, work
But
with me.
I understand all that, but somebody could have said, "Hey, man, it's just part of the
They
deal. We're
won't
trying to
tell
hook
you
you up."
that because they just won't. And let's look at it as a good thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's hard. It's
As
hard. I
long as
know
it
you're
turns out good,
frustrated.
I'll buy that.
Wait a minute. I love your shirt. Is it Pendleton?
No, it's I got two of these. This thing is thicker than any Pendleton I've ever
Is
picked
it
up.
a Woolrich? Is it
Nope, it's not a
Woolrich?
Woolrich. It's like Brothers or something like that. I've only ever seen the label twice, and I bought both of them at the same time, and this is one of the two.
It looks really warm.
It's pretty nice. It's warm, but it's cotton. It's not wool.
Oh, that's a totally different thing too.
Yeah, if this thing
That's
got wet,
something
that'd just kill
that's
me.
something that's something that a welder or an NDT person would wear. All right.
Yeah, yeah. As long as you put plenty of starch on it.
Oh hell no. I mean,
Oh,
heck
for
no.
welding, you better put lots of starch on it.
Not if you're in cotton.
Yeah, especially if you're in cotton.
No.
Girl, I've used half a can of starch on many a pearl snap denim shirt that keeps the spatter from burning through.
Oh, I never use starch ever.
On my welding shirts, I always
Good
did.
night, Jake.
All right, Jake, man, hit me
So-
up tomorrow and I'll tell you the whole story about what's going on here.
So I tend to agree with Keith. In order for them to get this whole mess fixed, they have to stop everything.
Yeah.
Let them do their stop. Let them get their fix taken care of. Your store is still there. People can see it. Keith looked it up. Everything's there. People can still buy. They're just not going to give you any money for 5 days.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So let's take this from being super aggravated. I'm trying not to cuss. And
You know, if this wasn't live, I'd be turning the air balloon.
I know.
And the fact that I have enough self-control not to.
And think to yourself, well, thank goodness that they are serious enough about this to protect my funds
Yeah.
and my account and my store. And
What I
do
want to
this.
know is if my funds are frozen, how am I going to pay for my shipping tomorrow?
Then
An easy one.
I don't know. They might
Pirate
allow
ship.
that. They may
I'll just
very
have to use
well allow
pirate
that.
ship.
Huh?
I'll just have to use pirate ship and pay for
You
it out
can
of
use
my
pirate ship. Well, run your
pirate
stuff.
ship takes money out of my bank account, not my
Right.
eBay account.
Run your stuff through eBay and see if it goes, and if it doesn't, then use pirate ship.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you do this or not. I don't know how you feel about it. They'll charge your card.
Yeah.
Are you using your bank account or are you using a credit card that you get
Both.
points and cash back?
Oh, I don't have a cashback credit card. The one credit card I have left, I just paid it down. I've got it under $400 today.
Okay, what I'm asking is, do you have a credit card where you spend on it, you get a percentage back?
Nope.
You need one of those.
Yeah, well, I don't, because I've paid off. I'm not messing with credit cards anymore. They always find a reason to put the higher interest rate on me, even though I pay my bill. So I'm tired of messing with them.
I totally get that. Get that.
I'm actually on a financial plan that I've come up with. I'm no longer trying to be rich. That's the dumbest thing in the world that I've discovered. I am going to be wealthy. There is a huge difference, and I will be making a show about that. Adam, brother,
Yeah.
I think I have that concierge number now. but I will. Apparently,
Well, I
they
don't think-
close at 9:30, so it's going to be tomorrow before I can talk to them anyway. I
Yeah.
may reach out to you in the morning, but I lost my train of thought. But anyway, I'm going to get to the point where I don't need a credit card. The one that
You
I do
don't.
have, I'm going to
It's
keep
not
it.
that you. It's not that you need a
Right.
credit card. Okay, let's look at it in a different way, because I was having this conversation with Donatella Bottolino the other day,
Yeah.
and I was wrong and she was right, because I wasn't thinking correctly. It's not that you need a credit card. It's that every month you do your shipping and any
Mhm.
kind of stuff like that on that credit card, and you pay
Right.
it off before the interest hits.
Right.
But you're getting 3% cash back,
Mhm.
and you're getting points.
Right.
Do you know who Reezy Resells is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I know a bunch of
went
other
to
people.
Italy.
They travel on those
He
points.
just went
I
to
know it.
Italy. Now that boy, he's not a boy anymore, but he's about the same age as my kids, and he's an amazing person. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I used to talk to him a lot when he first started up. He was still riding a skateboard. I mean, they lived in a small apartment, and I remember when he first got his shop that he has, and he bought a used heister, and I was like, oh dude, this is not going to go good for you. and it didn't. Anyway, everybody runs their business the way they want to, but just think that, I was telling Justin about my oldest son about your petrified log.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, oh, there's a way to get it out, Mom. He goes, it's called a Chinook helicopter.
Nope. Yeah. They make the biggest sky crane in the world right up the street from me here in Medford. Those big ass helicopters with the cranes on them, they make the most powerful one of them in the world within walking distance of my house.
Yep.
And I guarantee you one of them couldn't pick this log up. It's over 60 tons.
I told him that.
So yeah, 60 tons that's a lot of weight.
How far away from you is it? Have you?
Oh, that log's down in southeast Texas.
Oh, that's in Texas.
Yeah, it's on Louisiana border out in the middle of a swamp.
You haven't seen it in ages then.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. It's probably been 2005 is when we
Good
dug
night,
that
Keith.
out.
It was nice to meet you.
All right, Keith. Yeah, everybody, we may do this again tomorrow. We're going to get to the bottom of this shit. It's wrong. They shouldn't just take our money.
So let's look at it. So that's how you're feeling, and I get you. How about they're protecting somebody from taking more of my money, because somebody's been taking $5 a day from you. So let's look at it like that.
Yeah. That way, that's aggravating enough.
It is. And you would, and you and I and anybody else would be like, why aren't they catching this? Well, because how many million people sell on eBay? How many million,
And if they're doing it to me, I'm not the only one.
No, you're not the only one. And a couple of
things. And they're doing it through eBay's system. So they have it's either somebody at eBay or there's somebody with a backdoor entrance into eBay, which means they've probably got somebody working on the inside somewhere.
Well, what he needs is.
Yeah, Adam, I'm good about that. I can tell some stories about reaching. I actually got a hold of somebody at that corporate level in FedEx one time.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I seldom have any problem. Well, because I have concierge, but that's different than that. Like they I don't even get questioned. They just take care of my problems. So even the littlest things, like after he was done taking care of that whole scam thing for me, I asked him, he goes, you guys don't laugh at me. You want to share my screen again?
Okay.
Don't laugh at me. Okay, you can laugh at me if you want to. So this is how anal I am. Do you see this 0.14%? and this 99.52%, this should all be zero.
Yeah,
Do you check this stuff
I
every
do.
day? Okay.
I've
So,
I've been checking every day because a week ago I had to cancel an order
Right.
because it was a double listed order. eBay's glitchy ass system double listed one of my orders.
Really, you were saying that. So
Yeah, and so I
this
have
is
a
for
0.18%.
0.14%. This is for one stupid item.
Yeah, and I guarantee it's because somebody at the post office was too lazy to scan it.
Well, it's exactly what happened, but it wasn't so much so that they were too lazy to scan it. Our main post office in Vancouver is got 2 people at most, sometimes 3 in the front. 99, unless I stand in line, which I can, but I very seldom do because the line's usually super long. All of our stuff goes straight in a truck right over across the bridge to Portland, and that's where they scan everything.
At the sorting facility there. We have a sorting facility here in Medford also.
Look at this item wasn't even the post office, it was FedEx, and I walked it in myself. Okay. So it was bought on the 21st. It was paid for on the 21st. It was shipped on the 21st. For some reason. Anyway, I told him,
tell you something about FedEx you may not know. The FedEx that you and I get as resellers is called FedEx Home Delivery.
Right. No, there's
FedEx Home Delivery is not FedEx. The FedEx stores that you go to, those are not FedEx.
Oh, I know that.
They wear the uniforms. They drive the trucks. They can take the packages. They've got the packaging. However, they are subcontractors.
Yes.
They have very little to do with the main office. They're just leasing the name of FedEx, basically, and using their airplanes, leasing space on there. I'm not doing business with them no more. FedEx shut my business down one time. I had a business where I was servicing fishing reels. I got my start. That's the very first thing I started working on way back when I was like 9 years old. I started taking fishing reels apart and fixing them and putting them together. Well, I have my own accounts with both Pure Fishing, which is, oh my God, that's everybody. That's like Fluger and Garcia and all the main. And then I also had another account with Shimano.
Oh boy, I just sold a poop ton of all of that stuff. Like I can't even tell you like it was candy, and I knew what they were. I knew exactly what I had because
back in those days in East Texas, I lived right between Lake Sam Rayburn and Lake Toledo Bend, 2 of the biggest bass fishing lakes in the world. There is no such thing as a weekend where there are not multiple tournaments.
You can shut that screen.
Lakes. I absolutely saw weeks where I made more money servicing fishing reels at $25 a pop than I did servicing Rolexes at the time for $300 a pop.
Rob has the number.
Yay. I think I have the number. Somebody else I reached out to earlier sent me one. And I'll try it out in the morning, Adam. If it doesn't work, I'll contact you.
Is it a 1-888 number?
Hang on just a second, and I will check that out. Is a 877 number.
877.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. It's very frustrating to me. Like I was telling, I had my phone stolen in May at an estate sale.
But to get back to this FedEx story, I tracked the package and it got to Lufkin, Texas, which was about 45 minutes from where I lived. And it stopped right there. And the package contained some parts that the company was not going to remake or resupply until June. And this was November, about this time of year. And the package disappeared. So I called them and I'm like, look, you got to find that package. You know, I can't do business without this package. I can't shut my business down until June. I called and I called and I called, and they finally stopped taking my calls. So he told me the last time I actually talked to the manager of the facility, he told me the best I can do is get you to fill out some papers to get reimbursed for your parts. I said, all right, but you're going to put a truck in my yard because you've never done so. In 3 years, you've never put a truck in my yard. I've had to go into town and chase your drivers around to get my stuff. And left it at that, and it just irked me. I got online and I started researching FedEx corporate numbers, and I got a hold of some woman. I thought I was talking to an assistant, a secretary, or just some nobody. And I start telling her what's going on. I was like, I've been fighting with these people for 10 straight days. They've got my package there. I can't shut my business down. And what am I supposed to do? Just not work for the next 6 months? She said, hold on, let me get him online. I'm like, really? I'm like, he's just going to tell you the same thing as telling me. She got that sumbitch online, and within 5 minutes, they found my package. She put me on hold for a minute, and she talked to him. And then she came back on, and she said, he'll be at your house within the hour. Within the hour, the main manager of a FedEx sorting facility was at my house 15 miles from the nearest pavement, pulled up my yard and handed me my parts and apologized to me. And you could tell from the look in his face and the fire in his eyes, it irked his ass to have to apologize to me.
They knew where your package was the whole time.
They knew where it was at the whole time. Either that or they just didn't look. They probably walked into the sorting room, looked behind one of the rollers, and it was laying right there. They never looked. They either never looked or they were planning on stealing it. But after 10 days, I don't think it would have, if they were trying to steal it, I don't think the package would have been intact and still there. It would have been at one of them's house. They just didn't give a shit to go look.
Right.
The moral of the story is I'm like a damn dog with a bone. If I want to get to somebody or something, I will get to them. Sooner or later, I'll get to them.
I wonder how far back in eBay can you go in messages?
I have no idea. I know they not, these days they have an archive, and if you archive it, it's supposed to save it indefinitely.
I'm wondering if I have that number. It irritates me because I used to just call them.
If the number I have works, I'll just send it to you.
You can, that would be amazing. But I mean, like if I put in a phone call to them, well, of course, right now they're closed, right? But here's the thing. If whoever you call tomorrow doesn't or can't help you, you have my number, don't you?
No.
I'll message it to you.
Okay.
Or message me either way, and we'll call them together.
Okay.
I will call them and I will call my concierge. I'll have them call. All I have to do is ask them to call me, and literally within 10 seconds, my phone's ringing. The longest I have ever had to wait. They told me 2 minutes tonight, and I literally wrote 3 letters. I was like, 2 minutes. Okay. I'm going to make myself a list of all the stuff I want to talk to him about. And I got the word late written down and my phone's ringing, and I'm like, crap, because I have ADD, right? Now I'm going to forget everything I want to talk to him about.
Well, I was in Pittsburgh Pickers live show earlier tonight, and we were talking about the payment plan where the payout schedules, and Ed had opted into this new use your eBay funds to pay for things.
Oh, hell no.
And when you do that, it takes you out of your payment plan, your payout plan.
Yeah.
I know because it happened to me.
Because I started to do it, and I was
well, you can sign back up for it.
All of a sudden, there was like 5 people standing there with those canned air horns going, stop.
Yeah. Well, anyway, while we're talking about all this, I pulled mine up to look for it, and I noticed that there's a red circle around my available funds, and my withdrawal button is grayed out. I can't click on it. I'm like, what the? I'm like, well, sometimes eBay not sometimes, every stinking day I have to refresh pages because none of the links, the hyperlinks or any of it work. So I refresh and it all comes back. Well, I refreshed like 5 times and I still don't have access to my money. So I'm telling them like, hey, Yeah, you can believe this shit. Now my money is not available. I'm about to call eBay and have a come to Jesus meeting. And I'm
Apparently, I
like, do you
haven't.
guys want to listen in on the call? They're like, sure. And then I'd already hit the button and they called me. I'm like, holy crap, they already called me. And I couldn't get out here fast enough to, and then get on their show. And I'm like, I'll just go live myself. Everybody will find it or they can rewatch it later.
Apparently, I haven't archived anything.
I archive important stuff. Like if
I
I have a bunch of messages back and forth between somebody
I
about a
have
return or
folders that I
something.
save stuff in, like cancellations, customers from eBay. There's nothing in there. Payments,
Right.
returns, chargebacks, shipping statement. I look so organized on paper.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to have the paper to look organized.
It's not even wow. It's not showing. Okay, let's go in here. Oh, well, that's there. All right. Want to see what I bought yesterday for $80 that I'm going to make $1,000 on?
Sure.
Let me
I bought a water filter yesterday for $4. I'm gonna sell for $50. No, the water filter thing, it is the aftermarket ones that you'll get busted for. I got busted.
you
I
will
didn't
get
busted
busted
for one.
you will get busted for the other ones too.
Yeah, the genuine factory come from that factory. They don't. I've never had a problem with them. The only one that I've ever had a problem with was an aftermarket that said for all these other companies on it. I tried listing one of those a couple of weeks ago and they wouldn't even let me list it. So I threw the son bitch away.
There are
But Pure
are-
and Brita and Whirlpool, never had a problem. And a few others that I sell.
what the heck?
Have you ever seen a damn shower head water filter?
Yeah.
Those things can bring good money.
And you know why? Because everybody's worried about what's going inside them, but what's the biggest organ on your body?
Your skin.
Nobody ever even thinks about that. So if you're so and
But the
I'm
water
saying
coming
this
out of your
because
pipes are not contaminated.
it doesn't matter whether it's your pipes or the water. If you're on city water, any
Mhm.
kind of city water, or even if you're in an older house that may have lead pipes, it's not going to get all of it, but it'll get a lot of it.
The
that-
lead pipe thing, the reason that happened in Flint, Michigan, and nowhere else, because there are 2,000-year-old lead
happened
water
everywhere.
pipes in Rome.
Flint, Michigan is the least of the problems. They're just the ones that got the most press.
Yeah, the lead pipes aren't the problem. It's the cleaner they put through that took the patina off the inside of the lead pipes and allowed the water to start dissolving straight lead and lead oxide. If they hadn't put those cleaning chemicals through the pipes, there wouldn't have been a problem.
The problem with Flint was that they changed where the water was coming from without telling anybody, which was illegal. And then all the rest of this stuff came up.
Yeah.
That was the huge. All right, go ahead and share that.
All right.
See this machine right here? It's a die cut machine and it has all these dies.
Yeah. I see parts and pieces of those things all the time.
I bought the machine and I bought 4 boxes of the dies. Go ahead and I have them in all different sizes. I have them in this size. I have them in this size. And I have them in so it would be one big piece like this. So there's metal in here and there's a plate that it sits on that it rolls through and then it slices this. So you need tags to put on your stuff, or there's
clicker dies for leather working.
Yeah, and you could use these for leather. So this one is a gift tag, obviously. I mean, you can tell. And this one is a part of the planets for a solar system. So there's one and then the two little ones. And so you guys don't this was in a corner. Actually, you know what? I didn't even see the machine. I was looking down under in a box, and I saw what did I see? I saw this. That's all I saw was a whole box of this, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. Your head goes, there's something nice about the way that looks. And so I just was like, oh, Accutech, right? And one of the gals that works at the state, and I go, oh, check Accucut. And she goes, oh yeah, there's a machine over here that says Accucut on it. And I go, really? And she goes, yeah. And she goes, I go, what does she want for it? And she goes, $80. And I go, well, these are all the pieces that go to it. And she goes, well, you can have it all for $80.
Awesome.
I didn't even look it up.
Look, I'm sitting out here in this garage. My feet are freezing. This heater I got on the floor attracts moisture to the floor, and I'm out here in nothing but my socks.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm going to call it a night, and we'll stay tuned tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Let me know if you need
crazy stuff.
Let me know if you need help. Okay.
I will.
All right.
All right, everybody. See y'all tomorrow.
Good night.